ready?
And the one who will be tiny?
Let's begin.
No, no, no! What have I done? Woe is me! Ever had a day like this?
Sure have.
How about this? You might be entitled to have a bad day like this if you got your ankles pinned together as an infant, were left for dead, and then found out that you accidentally killed your father and married your mother.
Ew!
Priceless. A working knowledge of literature and drama is so important. The threefold purpose of literature is to entertain, to edify, and to exalt the human spirit.
But mostly it's to look like a smarty pants in front of your friends.
Believe us, we get it.
In this age of digital devices, instant information, and shiny things,
Ooh, shiny!
it's super easy to get distracted.
My precious!
I mean, who has time to delve into the depth of literary scholarship?
Not us. That's right, that would take focus.
That would take an attention span.
And who on earth has time for that?
Not you. What you need is an overview. We present to you
The Distracted Scholar's Guide to Literature and Drama by Peter Blodell.
Oedipus the King was an ancient Greek tragedy.
The Greeks loved their tragedies.
That's because tragedies made the Greeks feel something called catharsis.
Catharsis means the release of strong emotion after being exposed to highly passionate, heart-rending scenes.
I can't believe he gouged his eyes out. So beautiful.
It's just so tragic and sad.
We love it.
But there's only so much cathartic that a civilization can take.
Oh man, who catharted?
So the Greeks fell to the Romans, who did everything just like the Greeks, and then Rome fell.
Ladies and gentlemen, the pilot has turned off the lights, indicating that we are now entering the Dark Ages. This period is void of all literature. Please observe the exit signs in the back of the room. In the event that boredom leads to depressurization, oxygen masks will automatically appear. Who are you?
Dante! Mamma mia! How do you say the Middle Ages have no literature? I wrote the Divine Comedy, the Inferno, my Inferno, Dante, Dante, Dante!
Okay, so we have a writer.
I'm Geoffrey Chaucer. I wrote the Canterbury Tales in the Middle Ages.
So we have two writer.
Poets.
Okay, is everyone still with us? Things are about to get really exciting. Enter the Renaissance.
William Shakespeare breathed soul and sentiment into poetry more than any other writer before him.
Why say it like this
Marriage is great and should last a really long time.
when you can say it like this?
Let me not to the marriage of true minds admit impediments. Love is not love, which alters when its alteration finds, or bends with the remover to remove. Oh no, it is an ever-fixed mark that looks on tempest and is never shaken.
Absolutely breathtaking.
Language was Shakespeare's Plato, with which he molded the Mona Lisa of poetry and plays.
Really?
Sounded better in my head.
Okay, out goes the Renaissance, and in comes the Age of Romanticism. The Age of Romanticism was imaginative and supernatural.
The Gothic, the mystical, elves, trolls, goblins, and monsters.
Frankenstein?
Total Gothic romanticism.
This classic of Romanticism is often considered the first science fiction story.
But the Romantic period also spawned literary realism.
A perfect example of this is Jane Austen's Pride and Prejudice.
And just to prove that Gothic romanticism and literary realism can coexist,
We mix the two together into something we like to call
Pride and Prejudice.
A ball, a ball. We just love the society of a ball.
Hello, Lizzie. Dr. Frankenstein, at your service.
And who is your friend?
Why, he's my creature. I call him Mr. Darcy.
Does he dance?
Why, certainly.
Detestable man!
A month later, the creature pays Lizzie a visit.
No, it's, I can't understand what you're saying. You ardently admire and love me. You want to take my hand in marriage! Mr. Darcy, I had not known you but a minute before I knew that you were the last reanimated corpse in the world that I could ever prevail to marry! The creature, Mr. Darcy, then retreats to the woods where he stalks the family, burns down their house, and teaches himself how to read from their books.
The rain in Spain stays mainly in the plain. Elizabeth, you are too generous to trifle with me. If your emotions are still what they were last April, let me know at once. My wishes are unchanged.
I love you, you hideous hunk of reanimated flesh.
The night of the wedding, the creature kills Lizzie.
Dr. Frankenstein then chases Mr. Darcy all the way to the North Pole, where they both die horrible, lonely deaths.
And scene.
And catharsis.
Well, it seems to have worked.
It seems that we have everyone's undivided attention.
Now enter the 20th century.
The 20th century was filled with great dramatic works. One of the greatest forms of drama were movies. And in the 21st century, no one can mention the movies without mentioning the blockbuster.
Meant to entertain audiences with horrible acting, lots of action, and epic special effects.
If we were to supercharge one of the century's best-loved stories, The Wizard of Oz, it might look a little something like this.
We see Dorothy at the helm of her disabled Star Cruiser Cyclone, along with her co-pilot, Toto.
Hold on tight, Toto! All the gauges are going nuts! It looks like we're in for a bumpy ride! Impact in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1! Oh no, Toto! We're not in Kansas Sector 7 anymore! Look! It seems that our spaceship has crashed upon the sub-celestial princess of the ever-darkened underworld! Looks like she won't be needing these boots anymore. Something tells me we will. Who are you?
I'm Belinda, the magical overseer of the microwave race of munchkins.
You mean Martians?
Did I stutter?
Look, Chicky, I just need to get my spaceship fixed so I can get back home.
Your ride has crashed onto the male sorceress Maeve. Her magic has rendered your spaceship permanently useless. I see you found Maeve's boots, and I'll be taking them.
Hey! Finders keepers.
Those boots don't belong to you. You don't know how to use them. Their power is too much for you.
All I have to do is, lock them together, right?
No! Stop that! No!
You've defeated Belinda and freed us. We're protectors of the galaxy and are at your service.
And your names are?
I'm Crow. People fear me because I'm brainless. I'm T-Man. People fear me because I'm heartless. And I'm Lion. People fear me because I'm courageousless.
And I'm Dorothy. People fear me because I crashed my spaceship on them.
How can we ever repay you?
Help Toto and I to get back home.
Where do y'all live?
Kansas Sector 7.
That's pretty far away. You're gonna need to see the wizard.
The Wonderful Wizard?
Of Oz.
Why?
Because.
Because?
Because.
Because?
Because.
Because of the wonderful things he does?
We're off.
Who dares beckon the mighty and powerful Wizard of Oz?
Help Toto and I to get back home.
You have Maeve's boots. You've had the power to go home the whole time.
So all I have to do is walk them together?
So Dorothy, walk the boots together.
Her and Toto were automatically transported back to Kansas Sector 7.
Where she hugged her aunt and uncle and lived a way more boring life. And scene. Well, it seems to have worked. It seems your attention has stayed right here.
From ancient Greek tragedy to modern day blockbuster.
You now have all the tools you need to become the literary and drama smarty pants you aspire to be.
And if anyone asks you to cathart, you can do it.
Cathart proudly and scene.
Thank you.